Hey guys, I'm back, and I need to turn that down a bit. Alright, I think that is good. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, so, hey guys, I'm back, and today we'll be doing the magazines and the steering gear of Emile Bertin. Luckily, I have pretty good image reference for this stuff, and I usually do not, so it is gonna be fun to work with that. So I think we're gonna start in the forward magazines, which are larger. You'll see they have this big area right here. Night vision, just to make it better for y'all. I'll carry around a splash. Alright, so first thing is with these, the magazines aren't necessarily this entire area. They're more shaped a little differently. So I'll put the wall up right here just so you guys understand where it ends. And another thing I noticed is these mags aren't really protected by much torque protection, which is a bit terrifying, but you gotta do what you gotta do. So the first thing I'm actually gonna do is make sure it is protected, and I gotta make it look nice, so. I'm gonna do something a little funky. I don't know if this will look good or not, but I'm gonna color code the mag. And we're probably gonna have a floor here, so keep it tough right here with a floor. I like to use quartz and well, this quartz block the deck and gray wool. I think I'll start with gray wool for this because I like using gray wool in my machinery spaces, so I know what they look like. Keep that 100%. Because this is two separate magazines. The forward one is a little bigger, but also has the added disadvantage of being skinnier. So here we go. I think I'm gonna do this for my mag. Give it a little extra torp protection right there at least. And you're not supposed to be able to get through this mag to the other mag. Be a little dangerous. Alright, so we have this area. And now we need to separate it, because this needs to come down to a hoist. So, piston. I like using pistons at the bottom of my ammo hoists. And then medium ammo lift. Before I started this video, I kind of set this up so I knew where everything was. So the barbette is up here, although I do have to do that. The barbettes I all pre-did, so that I would understand where everything went. So here we have that. And I think I'm going to use trapdoors for this area. Or maybe I won't. So there's supposed to be a door right here, and it does some fun stuff. This has a curve. So what I might do is, if I want to maximize how much ammo I'm storing, because the other side is where the ammo is stored. It's something like this. I don't know what this side is actually used for. It might be oh, you know what? This would be, the other side would be powder, this would be ammunition. Huh. Since powder's not a thing for medium, I'll actually finish that out there. Not sure then. Alright. So here will be ammo racks. So I need medium ammo, because this is a medium. This uses 6-inch guns. And with how this is laid out, it's it's an ammo rack for each of these sides, and then there's a big ammo rack in the back. And that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 times 8 is 112 rounds. So that's about 50 rounds a barrel. That's not all that great. But we can also put ammo right here because it's not actually being used for powder. Actually, this would be usually used for powder, so this is where ammo would actually go. And if I go look at that, okay, I see how it works, but we're not going to be able to fit it like that unless we do that. Yeah, but we won't be able to fit as much. Is that a full line across? No, it is not. Alright. And I want to give these separators because I am like that. So we're going to put a wall. Sorry, I missed that like 4 times. Put a wall there as a separator. And put a trapdoor right here. Fun fact, not fun fact, but genuinely you don't have to do this, what I'm doing right here. It's just to make it look a little better. But it does take away space of air that you have. So you won't be able to float as well if you do these more detailed mags, but at the same time, they look good, so it's worth it, in my opinion. And it does need a way in, and it'll probably be right here. I'll probably put it right here. So I'll just put a ladder right there so I remember. And this is going to be dark, so it will need a torch right on this side. This probably needs torches too. Alright, so that's the B mag done. Now we got to do the next mag, which is longer, but doesn't fit as much. Or it might fit as much, I'm not sure. It is significantly thinner, though. So I might actually just get rid of the idea of torp protection on this side. You gotta take risks, I guess. That's something I should probably do for the safety of the ship. Give me a second. I just remembered that I should probably add, whenever it's touching red, it should probably be... that has 2 layers, it's probably safe, but that right there isn't. So, the wall's back up. I'm actually pleasantly surprised how good the cyan looks, except I remembered I just screwed that up. Pleasantly surprised on how the cyan looks as a bottom door thing right here. Okay, next, here's where the lift is again. It doesn't need it on that side. Get the walls up. Yeah, there's a little bit of air coming right there, but it's not going to be enough to actually matter too much. Let me grab my piston, and then grab the lift, and then left block, and then finish off with another one of those. Alright, so let's see what it looks like on this side. This side is actually even tighter when it comes to the curve, so the curve should be as close. And it's actually pretty easy to do on this one because of how that was set up. You don't really see the curves of the issue. Nah, you gotta deal with it. Alright, so how is the ammo set up on this side? Full back wall. All ammo here. And I probably should do that. And then there should be some right here, but I can't fit that. So it's just going to be the full back wall like this. Oh, like that. Or, yeah, this is more efficient right here, space-wise, so we'll do it like that. Ladder's going to be right here. And when we come to the back, full back wall, which is pretty dangerous. I should probably... This is a case where I should probably put class 2 right here. So let me get some class 2. What was it? Cyan? Cyan. And then light gray. Yeah, because you don't want that to happen. You don't want those two mags to go off. It is still medium ammo, so it's not going to be the end of the world, maybe? But I like to play it safe. Separate that off like that. And I know for a fact it has these. Yeah. It looks like there's a rotating door right there, but I can't fit that. Alright. So this is a really, really open mag compared to the last one. I wonder why that is. Oh, because this one's shorter. Which is correct, I think. I might extend it one. I might have the space to extend it one. Let us see. I'll use my handy-dandy tool snipping tool to figure this out. So, nope. Hmm. Save as. I'm just checking how long both of these are because it might actually be closer than I think it was, and I might have to extend the rear magazine. Kill. Alright, so I know you can't see this, but it is very useful to me. Let's see. Does it say the size? Properties. Properties. Security detail. 105 by 97. Properties, details. 130 by 75. Hmm. I don't think it's that big of a difference, so I will actually push this back. And more mag space is usually pretty good. Can't really go wrong too much with more magazine space. For multiple reasons. A larger magazine also means there's more space for the ammo to go off. Which means, theoretically, I guess, you're not getting as much of the ship hit by your explosion, your mag det. Yeah, so that's... I think... I think one could work here. Yeah, one's fine. And this one is just big. It's very long. So I don't know how to fix that unless I do that, because yeah, I do have to store more per gun. And let's see, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 18 plus 4, 22, 26, 208. Yeah, so that's actually a good amount. So those two mags are done. I could add a little more detail in it, like give it like a support strut in here. I should probably add some vents into the roof, but that would be a structural weak point. Yeah, that's a hard decision. I think I'll keep to not having them though. All right, now we got to do the rear mag, and this one is going to be way shorter than the other two because it is legitimately just a lot less. And we got to get our night vision potion again. And I think that's probably for good. It's kind of a... I guess you guys might get a little bit annoyed if I only post like super long drag out videos. Uh, so this is the rear mag, and you're gonna notice it's really cramped because the rear gun is pretty far back on the ship. It is not very close to the front. I'm gonna look at the plan, see what they do. Yeah, there's kind of yeah, there's not super ton of stuff here in this mag. And for precaution, because I like my ship staying afloat, I reinforce this section right there, which means I might need to reinforce this section. It's probably going to still go out if this thing ever dets, and the rear mag, yeah, that's a detonation hazard and a half, but sometimes you just got to deal with it. I think I'll actually shrink this front part, because I don't see a reason to keep it so big. This I need to do that for. I actually have enough space to correctly do this one, because the center will be right there. Put that there. Give you your gray wool. Ooh, that's not good. That's also a little bit weird looking. That's right though. Yeah, if I want to keep this area protected, that's probably right. So uh, that just as a guide. How long is this? 19 minutes. I think we're making record time. And I'll put the door right here. So this is the actual mag. And let me see how it has its stuff in. Oh yeah, it's pretty loaded, this rear one. I don't think I want mine as loaded though. So we'll just do the walls here. And this back wall, which I'll probably put separators on either end of this, just in case. And then back here. do... Well, that has a little bit of space there. It might be able to tank something. This one has space here too, so we'll leave full back wall there. Mags are kind of simple. It depends on what ship you're doing, but they're not exactly the most complex things known to man. And getting them accurate can either look good or kind of lame. A lot of times you'll see mags that just look boring, and it's not a builder's fault a lot of those times because they're trying to get accuracy, and when it comes to accuracy, these mags are pretty barren. So yeah, we have all that. There we go. So we have the rear mag done, and now it's time for the last thing I said I'd do, which was the steering gear. Which I actually have a good amount of space for the steering gear for once. That's nice. And I need, again, because this is a machinery space, I use gray wool. Yeah, I know it's floating a bit, but that's because I don't think there's anything actually under this. There's not. What I'll do is put a... So where is the steering gear right here? It ends off right there. So it ends off right here, actually. Interesting. I'll just put fuel down there. Remember, kids, it's always good to put fuel in places. Good range is generally something that you should probably take into consideration when designing these ships. Like, I'll put fuel in these bunkers over here, too. I won't fill them because I have really bad luck with making my ships overweight, so... I'll do that. There. Do it like that. So, to make a steering gear, this one's a little funky because it is a different style than I'm used to, but I can get it done. So we'll start it here. Engine. These don't do anything, by the way. And then back here. I'm looking, it's like a really long steering gear that has the controls right at the back. So I should make this piping, actually. Barrel. Let's get a 6-inch barrel. And then a 5-inch. 5-inch barrel right there. Oh yeah, these aren't going to attach, are they? No, they're not. Means I need a better solution. So, right there. No, I think I'll stick with a 5. I'll put this area as... Has to be a block. Yeah, like a vent. Make that a gray something. Telegraph up top because you need to know where you're going. I might actually change this a little right here. It loses a little protection, but it also makes the room a little more useful. Steering, hold on, wheel. This one's a little funky. It's not as good as my other ones, I'd say, but it also has a lot less space. The vent back here. Double that up, and use a fuse. Actually, motor. I can use a motor block here. Yeah. Then I can get valves right here. Oh, shoot. Valve, valve. And then between them, I'll put a wall. Let's see how this looks. Yeah, that looks fine. Not that wall, though. We're going to use a rusty wall. Carpet up. This probably needs to have a sort of carpet on it. I'll do light blue. And then, because I saw what I saw, I know there is a, I know there's like some storage right here. Or something. But there's something decently sized right here, and I am gonna guess it is cargo. Because I'd rather have cargo right here. Hold on, can you reach that from here? Oh, you might be able to. Do it like that. Put a door there. Make it the same on the other side. Cargo. Ugh. This is a predicament. Because if I want to get the door there, I gotta do that. But I can't. There we go. Ah, shoot. Hopefully this will fix it. Yep. That'll get fixed in the next texture pack update, from what I remember. It's not too big of a deal. But yeah, we get cargo. It does need some torches, which is why I don't like using night vision. Because it always... We'll put some fuse boxes in here too. But as I was saying, it helps you pay attention to all this stuff. Should have a switch button in here. It's a button I don't take advantage of as much as I should. And yeah, that's those all done. I should do this real quick. And if I remember the overhead, there's like a really tiny room back here. I don't know what it is. I use the light gray just to make this more clear. I'll probably switch all of this to gunmetal. I mean light gray soon. Because I do prefer light gray for the interior. Also means there's less blending with the outer hull, so it's less confusing. Makes it easier to tell which is outer hull, which isn't. That makes any more sense. So there's a steering gear. There's this room back here, which I genuinely don't know what this is. I'll probably just throw fuel in it. So I'm trying to think about what I'm gonna do next video, and I think I might want to do refrigeration. I think refrigeration would be a pretty good one to do. But I don't know where it is on this ship. I have a suspicion that it is out in the rear. So I'm looking at all these plans. Although it should be under a mess. So that should help a little bit. But again, I can't read French very well anymore, and well, to be completely honest, the plans aren't high quality enough that I could read it even if I remembered how to read French pretty well. So, I think that's it for today's video. This one will be a lot shorter, a lot more concise. I knew what I kind of wanted to do going in. I looked at the plans. I had a lot more vision, and I definitely, well, a lot more vision to definitely compare to the last video, but it's also smaller. Like, I genuinely like this engine room right here, but it takes a little more time to develop an engine room. I might switch that to the stairs eventually, so it's more clear. But yeah, this has been the engine rooms, and not the engine, but this has been the steering gear and the magazines. I hope y'all enjoyed. I would like to say like and subscribe, I guess, but I don't like begging for that stuff, so that's your choice. I'll see you next time. Foxhole stream on Fridays as always, unless I'm doing something, which I'm probably not doing something this Friday. Uh, Otherwise, might do a For Honor stream at some point. Not sure. I'll see you guys later.